Hi, ninth graders. It's me, Miss Tinty. I thought I would take some time today to go over everything that has been due so far this school year. I know a few of you are having technology problems, and I know that a few of you are just a little bit confused about what am I supposed to do? So I wanted to give you some time today to look through our page and to ask me questions. I'm going to be on the Google Meet at 8:30 until 9:40 today, so I hope you can stop in and you can ask me for help if you need it. So let's take a look at our course. We are in the English course, so you can see that right here. Now my page looks a little different than yours because mine's the teacher post, but I just want to go through and make sure we all understand all the different folders. Last week you had a folder that was pink and it said week 1 because that was the first week of school. So I'll click on that and you can see we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Last week on Tuesday, I just had a note for you saying welcome back to school, and I asked you to post on the discussion something you'd like me to know about you. Many of you did that. Thank you so much. I'm very sad I don't get to know you in person yet, but I am looking forward to seeing you when school starts. So in that folder there was the note and a discussion. And then I asked you to make sure you had these 6 apps on your iPad. And the final thing was to make sure that you had email. Looks like this. And I have received emails from many of you, but not all of you yet. So I do want to make sure you all have email. So the most important thing from that lesson, tell me something about you and make sure you have email. Go back to week 1 and we had our Wednesday folder. Last Wednesday, I asked you, hold on a second. So we watched a video and we talked about what it means to have butterflies in your stomach. And you watched a video and you talked about a time that you had butterflies in your stomach. And several of you replied to that one. So you talked about a time you were nervous. So far, last week it was just some questions. Then we got to Thursday last week, September 10, and I asked you to make a Flipgrid video. And there were directions here for you to do that. Joined my class with a join code. And you made a video. Some of you did not make a video. These are the people who made a video. So if you haven't done that yet, you can still make a video so we can learn about you. And then last week on Friday, we had a survey about books coming to life. So you watched this book or this movie called The Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore, which is kind of fun. And then I showed you how to do an assignment in Google Doc. Now, not everybody submitted this. So if you did not turn this in, right now you have a 0 in the grade book, but you still can turn it in. I just want you to know that. This is the work that you were supposed to do. And you are telling me about reading and you. Do you like to read? How would you rate your reading skill? What kind of books would you like to read? What was the last book you read? Why did you read that book? What is your favorite story? So there are more questions like this about reading and you. You turn it in, and these are 3 students that turned it in. And then there are a few other students that shared it with me because they were having trouble. If you're having trouble with this, please ask for some help, okay? And then that was all of last week. So now we come to week number 2. And this is September 14 to September 18. So last week was getting to know each other. You made a Flipgrid video, you answered some questions, and you watched a few little videos, and you told me about if you like to read or not. But some of you haven't done that yet, so I would like you to do that. So then this week, week 2, the first thing that I gave you on Monday was something called a pre-assessment. A pre-assessment is like a pre-test. Pre means before, because I want to know what you already know about characters and theme. So for the pre-assessment, I gave some directions. I read you a story called A Bad Case of Stripes. Here you can listen to me read it to you.
Good morning, ninth graders.
So there I am. Oh, that was a bad way to freeze it. You can read it by yourself too. And then you have another task where you are going to answer some questions. Now, I told the students who did this, as long as you try it, you get a 4 because it's formative. It's not a test. It's for me to know what do you know. So I asked you to tell me what you think a theme, a message would be from this story. What is a lesson we learn? I asked you to show me a quote that shows that. Some of you said, I don't know what that means. That's okay. You can leave it blank if you don't know. And then I wanted you to tell me, how does the character change? How does Camilla change from the beginning of the story to the end? You will write about that in the box. And if you have a quote to show, you can write it. If you don't, that's okay. Leave it blank, okay? So that was what your job was for Monday. Now, Tuesday, all I wanted you to do was find a book that you can be reading. How do you choose a book? So you can watch this video about how to choose a good fit book. And then you can go to the Cloud Library, or you could go to Raz Kids. Raz Kids is also available to you, okay? And then I asked you to just, as the last thing, take a screenshot of the book that you're going to read. Here, Dio did it, and it looks like Bonnie Thay did it. Pasemu did it. So I would like you to take a picture of the book. July Paw did it. Tell me what book you chose and why. That is all of the work we've done so far. I'm going to put this video on Schoology for you to watch, and I'm going to make a list of what you were supposed to do first, second, third, fourth. Today, There's no new work because so many of you need some time to catch up. And Erwin and Gloria just joined our class today. So welcome. And this day will be for you to catch up and to come and visit me on the Google Meet. The Google Meet will be every day from 8:30 to 9:30. And I will be available for you. And I will also be putting videos like this up. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you at 8:30.